Hi folks. So we're out here with the Cutlass. I gotta do. I don't gotta. I'm not gonna be really doing any work to it. Only thing car wise I'm gonna be doing is I gotta get Bullet um, washed and put away. So this car's getting stored until my daughter can take it over. Um, so I got a car cover for this. I bought a car cover for this because it's going to be doing a little bit of sitting as well, just for now. Because I got to get the house ready for spring, and I got a ton of work to do. Got to fix up the deck so the dog will quit crawling out of there. I got to get the eaves cleaned out, the yard maintenance. I got to buy a lawnmower and a hose and all kinds of, just do all kinds of house stuff. I gotta I gotta power spray the house. There's tons of work to do on the house. So do that first. Then I got a ton of stuff for the Charger. We're gonna start a series on the Dodge and get that car done. And mostly suspension work because the roads around here are just killing the front suspension on that car. It's rattling really bad. So I got struts, sway bar end links, and I'm hoping the lower control arm bushing didn't pop out again because that's been an issue with it since I bought it. I've had to put 2 lower control arms on that driver's side, 1 a year so far. So, but back to the Cutlass. So I did dig around a little bit on it. I got under it. I'd start it for you guys, but the battery's completely flat, and so I gotta charge it up. So I take it down in the basement and get it charged up. And this tire went flat on me, so I gotta air it up as well. I'm thinking of just to keep it looking like it's got the gangsta lean and catching attention, because I don't know what the neighbors are like around here yet, because we haven't lived here that long, and the city's really weird about cars just sitting in your driveway for some reason, like it's any other business, but they do it. So I'm gonna throw a jack stand under this side of the car, and I got like a small jack stand. I'm gonna throw it under here, and that way it'll look like the car's up on all fours all the time. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to what I was doing. Okay, so I've decoded a bunch of numbers on this car, and so now we know exactly what we have, and we can move forward with buying parts. So the engine, there's a ID stamp right here next to the oil fill tube, and that number tells us that this is a 403 built between 1977 and 1979. The transmission pan, I looked at that because I wanted to make sure that I bought the right, because I did buy a shift kit for it. It hasn't come yet, but it's a TH350 trans. Stupid neighbor's dog's gonna bark at me. My dog's like going crazy in the house right now. So the rear end is the stock V6 rear end. It's a 241 gear, 7.5-inch rear end. This butthead right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Start up the car. That ought to teach you a lesson. I ought to do it. If the battery wasn't flat, I'd fire this thing up. All right, I gotta walk around the cars. But I got everything for the Saturn as well. The Saturn's not here. How about the dogs barking? I don't know what to tell you. Stupid neighbor dogs. I got 4A heads on this car, which are the regular heads for this engine, and then I looked up there's a VIN stamp that is right underneath the head, right under here. I crawled under it earlier, cleaned it off, and there's nothing on it, so that tells me that this engine didn't come out of any particular car, just that it was a reman engine. And when they had these reman engines, they didn't put a stamp on them. So yeah, it was a reman engine. It was bought from General Motors and slapped in a vehicle. So cool. So the horsepower rating for these engines, at least bone stock, was they were stupid dog. I'm gonna drop kick this dog. I swear to God. So when they got these engines base stock, they read it over 185 horsepower, and they so that was it. 320 pounds of torque. But yeah, this one's built up a little bit, so without putting it on a dyno, I got no idea. I want to get some long tube headers for it. I think that would be a nice addition. Gonna look for a posi rear end. I'm told I'm probably not going to be able to find a rear end out of a 442, but the Monte Carlo SS rear end is supposed to be a direct bolt-in. So I'm going to look for the Monte S, because there's a lot of Monte SSs running around Michigan. I see them more than I see the Cutlasses, so I'm going to be looking for the rear end out of one of those, I think. And yesterday, just for giggles, I went to see about tires, and trying to find 14-inch tires nowadays is like a chore. Like, nobody sells a 14-inch tire anymore because your average car has a 17, 18-inch tire on it now. So what I think I'm going to end up doing is the smallest tires I could find without ordering on like Coker Tire or something was 15. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to find another set of rallies, because I wanted to keep the rally look. So we're going to find another set of rallies that are 15-inch off a Delta 88 and paint them up blue and make them look like they came on the car. I am going to keep looking for 14-inch tires, though, because I really would love to use what I have. These rallies are in great shape. They're just dirty. Overall, the car's not in bad shape. I crawled underneath it, and looks like, far as rust-wise, I'm going to need a floor pan on the driver's side. It's going to need a little bit of floor work in the back seat on the passenger side. Needs a new trunk pan put in, and we got some quarter panel rot right here. But the frame looks great. The chrome trim that comes on the bottom of these is gone, which that's fine. That's actually fine. I always thought the chrome body cladding on these cars were kind of goofy looking, to be honest with you. But climb over that snow without breaking my butt. But yeah, I think we're going to be doing all right. There's a guy. I'm looking for a grill or both grills. I have one in the trunk. Of course, I haven't really looked in the trunk since I got it home. I got a new rad for it in the trunk. Probably won't need it. This one seems to be okay. It is like super low on coolant though, so I got to put coolant in it. And when I was backing it into my driveway, it kind of shifted in and out of reverse. So I think it might be a little bit low on tranny fluid, possibly. There again, I didn't get it heated up enough to check it properly, so I didn't worry about it. Going to get a fender for sure. Windshield. Gotta do some work here. It's a little soft right there, so I'm sure get some new quarters on this. And see if I can find this filler panel right here. This one's kind of buggered. Clean these these taillights are kind of cracked up, so I may end up having to I'm going to use these for now, but we may have to find new taillights for at the top. I'm going to look for somebody that redoes these tops, or as far as I can tell, They're just a piece of foam rubber with like a vinyl on top of them. And I was thinking, we'll paint these, just paint them silver, and let's see if I can find somebody that redoes these tops. So I would really like to have the top. That's one of the things that nails the look of this car for me, is these Landau. It's basically a Landau top, is what this is called. So very nice. Let's get in the interior. Looks like we're going to need a door handle. Seat's actually in really good shape. So might get it reupholstered on that side at some point. And I gotta get the steering wheel, or I gotta get the seat to go back just like another, like, I don't know, half an inch, because I got short legs but a long torso, and or I will just shrink some more because of my scoliosis, and I'll be okay. So I don't know. So all right, well, we got a pair of cutters. That's sweet. I love finding treasures. Got some mail here. We'll take a look at that later when we're not on camera. And we got a little bolt. So, yeah. So otherwise, I don't want to make this video too much longer, but yeah, we got some stuff in there. Got this old head unit. Probably gonna rip that out of there and see if I can find a stock unit and a new faceplate. I really want this car to appear completely 100% stock. I don't want it to look like it's got that 403 under the hood at all. They're gonna know it because it's the way it sounds, but I want it to appear stock. But I am going to upgrade to the rally dash, the rally gauges. And that's just a simple process of repinning the harness. You just have to figure out what wire goes where, and then you'll have that. And I like the steering wheels. My mom had this same wheel in her Cutlass Sierra back in the day, like way, way back in the day. My mom had an 83 Cutlass Sierra when I was like a teenager. And I mean way back in the day, like early 90s. So anyway, going to find the sport wheel. It's round and has like a chrome piece that goes across here. Or they had a similar wheel that came in. It only seemed to come in the 85 Toronado Caliente. But that was it was a pretty cool looking steering wheel, and it was like round. And then it went up and like that, like the old 442 wheel did. And I wanted to do the rally gauge. I'll do the rally gauges because I want a tachometer. And but for right now, I'll just put an aftermarket talk in here somewhere. And when I get around to finding one of those gauges, because they're hard to find, I'm going to have to scour junkyards and hope I get lucky and try to find a car with either the Hearst or the 442 package on it, and or even like a Cutlass Calais from the mid 80s with a T-tops or something that'll have that gauge package in it. But otherwise, yeah, it's not easy to find. I'm going to see if I can get this clock to work. Like I said, we're going to go for the AM/FM cassette deck if I can find one. I got to get the HVAC working because this stuff don't work. It does have a temp gauge, and it has oil pressure. So that's cool. That's it. That's my plans for now. But yeah, car's going to do a little bit of sitting for right now. I have to get the Dodge fixed first. It's my daily. And the Grand Prix's got to get put away correctly. And I got a bunch of work to do to the house. So, fortunately, I got the dream car. Now I just got to wait to put it together. And we will put it together. Trust me. I mean, people are, this car is, I've been after one of these too long. Too long to just do nothing with it. So it's going to take some time. So be patient, but we will get on this car. And it needs quite a bit of things. That's, and it's an old car. Let's not sugarcoat it here. This car is 38 years old. So, parts are out there, but they're a little scarce for some of these little smaller bits and pieces. Are getting a little hard to find, and it is what it is. But all right, guys, this video has gotten way too long of me just rambling along, but I just wanted to show you where I was with this Cutlass right at the moment. And let me get that battery charged up, and in another video we'll fire it up for you guys so you can hear this thing. She's a beast. She's beastly. But all right, guys, everybody have a good day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.